In Blaire's video against me, she's made dozens of false statements, ranging from to manslaughter.
What? Yo, what? That's crazy. You can't do that. Really? That's like huge defamation. That's like giga defamation. So apparently Blaire White is being sued. Wild stuff. Let's take a look.
Hi, my name's Eli. I'm a writer, activist, and graduate student.
Hi,
I'm
Eli.
also a trans woman and the subject of one of Blaire White's latest videos. If you're here, you probably already know who Blaire White is. She's the notorious trans YouTuber that promotes far-right conspiracy theories and chronically defames trans people. Her videos have caused immense harm to our communities, and I think it's time we start pushing back. That's why we want to turn Blaire White into the next Alex Jones. Since she started making videos in 2015, Blaire has sold out her own community for brand deals and celebrity among far-right outlets. More recently, she's made a huge profit in her series of video attacks on trans teachers, parents, and children. Actual children. The more outrageous her videos are, the more she stands to earn from them. Blaire's videos have caused mass harassment campaigns against vulnerable people all over the world. I personally received hundreds of harassing comments, misgendering messages, and straight up death threats since she made her video against me. But this isn't just about me, and this isn't just about Blaire either. Far-right commentators like Blaire feel they're free to lie and
it is actually about time
people without any repercussions. Trans teachers are being fired from their jobs. Trans teens are losing healthcare, and trans parents are having their children taken away. In the past, Blaire has acknowledged that she's defamed trans people. However, none of us have tried to take her to court before. So we're going to change that. In Blaire's video against me, she's made dozens of false statements, ranging from to manslaughter.
What? Yo, what? That's crazy. You can't do that. Really? That's like huge defamation. That's like giga defamation.
Apologized yet, even after knowing the statements she made were false. Thankfully, I have all the receipts. While being subject to this video that has 500,000 views may be a little terrifying, I also see it as an opportunity. It's a rare chance that we can actually stop her from harming more people. Some of the allegations she made against me have been made by others before, and each has been disproven on their own. However, her video has some information that she just made up, and she knew was false when she was making the statements. In her video, she claims that I harassed a former partner to suicide. Not only was this person still alive, which is an easily verifiable fact, but Blaire knew that they were alive when she made the video. I messaged her, and she responded, but she decided not to mention it. Her actions are beyond humiliating. She didn't just say that I was accused of these things. She said it as though it were a fact. But because of this, it does create the legal grounds for actual malice. That is, knowing her statements were false while she was making them. This is the necessary component for defamation of public figures.
Oh, this lives in California. Oh, no. She's done. Oh, no. Oh, wait, she may live in Texas. Wait a second. Does anybody know? Yeah, she lives in Texas, it seems. I was able to glean that from her Wikipedia page. So no, I was not stalking.
And the upside of all of this is that it is a very clear-cut case of defamation. The question isn't if we can win, the question is how much she's willing to concede. Her actions aren't just about me as an individual. This is something much bigger. Jesse Earl calls it the right-wing disinformation pipeline.
How right-wing groups create and generate misinformation. The
Many people have said this.
Use to give seeming
Blaire refused to respond. So now we're taking her to court. The video received hundreds of thousands of views. Blaire refused to Blaire's video and disproved nearly every statement in it. Even after Jesse's video received hundreds of thousands of views, Blaire refused to respond. So now we're taking her to court. She can't keep making these videos and causing so much trauma in our community. We want to send a message that vulnerable people cannot continue being attacked like this for profit. So that's where you come in. I've retained a trans lawyer, Remy Green, here in New York.
Hi, my name is Remy Green. I'm a civil rights lawyer and I'm representing Eli in this case. Our firm has, shall we...
Oh my gosh. It's like the trans Avengers all coming together to on Blaire White, but in like the legal system, not just like making a video. That's crazy. That's crazy, man.
Say, experience litigating against Miss White.
They're all coming down.
Winnable defamation cases are, for very good reasons, extremely rare. You have to clear a very high bar to bring them. But here, Miss White has elegantly leapt over that bar, and we look forward to showing exactly how.
The initial court cost will be around $60,000. I'm in school and obviously can't afford that. But with community support and the millions of people that want to see this kind of disinformation removed from the internet, we can make this possible. Don't get me wrong, I know that courts aren't always the best place to fix injustices. Courts chronically fail marginalized communities, and the odds have historically been stacked against us. However, Blaire is beyond restorative justice practices.
No, they're gonna take away her mansion. No, they're gonna take away her Austin mansion. No!
Blaire White is weaponizing these same systems against us. She tried to have the DEA arrest me and has called the cops on numerous activists before. All this content for her videos. We're here to say that this can't keep on happening. It's time to put an end to it. Finally, as a community organizer, I want to be as transparent as possible. All funds will be going to Cohen and Greenwald.
Get it?
If we receive extra, we can actually strengthen our case with additional evidence collection. If they have funds left over after the case, they'll either be used for similar litigation or donated to organizations like the Marsha P. Johnston Institute, Transjustice Funding Project, and the Ogre Project. I'm not doing this for the money. I'm doing this for the message. If you have
It's not about the money, Spider-Man. It's about Blaire White, baby. I hate Blaire White, baby. Get rid of that baby. And the Mets. Anyways, Dalinky. Remember when Miss Blaire White made a video accusing me of manslaughter of a living person a few weeks ago? She refused to apologize and take it down, so we're gonna sue her ass. But to turn Blaire White into the next Alex Jones, he should be the rule, not the exception. My attorney has won against Blaire before when she sued LGBT Center New York for employees correctly calling her and her co-speakers white supremacists. Wait, Blaire has a history? Wait, Blaire has a history with this? Blaire has a history with this lawyer? Wait, no, this lawyer's beat Blaire White's ass before? Oh no. Not round two. Not round two. Yeah, so the lawyer's going for doubles. Yeah, the lawyer's looking after this. The lawyer's gonna look for the hat trick. Blaire's about to get clobbered. It's possible that she could get clobbered. That is true. If we get enough donations for a strong case, and maybe she'll. So here's my thing. Here's what I'm thinking. Okay, everyone. Here's what I'm thinking. That we could possibly be able to do this. We could try to get this to go like as far as possible. Okay. That's what I think. Here's my plan that just jumped in my head to help these people. For one, I think it'd be great if we tried to have Eli on to talk. We could use our audience for good, and not for evil. And so I think that would be great. On top of that, what if we may be able to do something, okay? I have a connection to Denims. Denims has a connection to Frogan has a connection to Hassan, and Hassan has a connection to Ethan Klein. It may be possible to get Eli onto the H3 podcast to hopefully make her case, because Ethan is, he's been doing a decent amount of left-wing on Blaire White, who's a horrible person. Would be great to rally all the troops together. If we can get this network thing working, it's possible that this could go to the moon. But we just have to make sure that it happens in the first place. I think everybody involved has a motive to help out. Ethan needs to connect her with his lawyer. It's possible, but she already has a lawyer, but sound like a good plan. Guys, try and make it work. Okay, we have to try and make it work. We have to see. I think Denims through Frogan is my only real connection to Hassan, which is once again is my only real connection to Ethan. But also here, I'll try and message Vosh. Because I know Vosh has a correspondence with Ethan, but it may have been mostly through Twitter, and obviously Ethan doesn't have a Twitter account anymore. But it's absolutely worth a try. I do want their lawsuit to go through, and I do want it to be successful, because Blaire actually does need to stop doing this. Blaire's been doing this for a long time to people. Yeah, that's why I said not Vosh and Hassan. That's why I said Vosh and Ethan, because Vosh has a connection to Ethan, and Ethan has a connection to Vosh. And so you can circumvent Hassan at that point, because you don't have to worry about any interpersonal issues getting in the way. You could just do your thing. And the point of talking to Hassan would be to get to Ethan in the first place. Not that I don't care about Hassan or anything, but I was just saying, get to the biggest platform possible is my goal here. And Ethan does typically have a higher view count than Hassan, if I'm just typically, right? If I would imagine. Not all the time, but typically. And so I feel like that could be pretty good. And also it could be a great leftovers episode. Yeah, as well. Hassan's big, but not to the level of Ethan. I'm not sure if I'd necessarily say that. Hassan's doing good for himself. H3 Podcast is also doing good for themselves. But, yeah, the more eyes, the better. If Eli could do the whole left-wing circuit, I think that'd be best. I think everybody getting involved to helping out this case would be the best. I was just saying, my ideas so far would just be to hopefully get to like the biggest platform that would platform this that I could imagine, which now that I'm thinking about it would be Ethan. Also, Nick is not green. He may even talk about it. I'm not sure. Ethan's online, possibly. I'm not sure, but maybe. Noah would also be good. I should try and reach out to Noah. Can you imagine if this is what like ropes the community back together? Can you imagine? The shared hatred of Blaire White is what finally does it. Hate is a strong force. That is true. Just kind of sell it as you don't gotta like me, but as long as you dislike Blaire White, we're on the same team, brother. Noah Samsung. Do you think people call him Noah Samsung? Because that is pretty funny. I never thought about calling him Noah Samsung, but that is very funny. And next time I talk to him, I'll call him that. Only one can hope. Yeah, okay. Let me see. Remind me, okay, to reach out to this Vaush video guy. Because I'll reach out to both Denims and Vaush to see if I can get any movement on that whatsoever, because it's definitely possible. And the quicker that could happen, the better this could be, honestly. So don't let me forget. Leftists hate the leftists more than they hate right-wingers. I mean, like some of them, but the ones that actually do are not important to this conversation, so. So, I mean, it is true that some absolutely do, but like none of them are important here because none of them have any like real clout that will need to do this. Before I get out of here, donate to this GoFundMe. Donate to Eli's GoFundMe, Stinko, and support them in stopping Blaire White from trying to get them killed. Because trans people are mostly good people. This is why I say mostly good people, okay? This is why I don't say I love trans people, because Blaire White exists. Oh, sorry. I didn't see you there. If you're enjoying the content, hit the subscribe button. If you don't, it'll make Boo very sad. I know a bunch of you who are watching are not subscribed. Join the frenzy. You won't regret it. Thank you, Boo.